Hi, I'm Mr. Silver Fox.
And I'm Mrs. Silver Fox, and we're making room on the swing set for guests in a segment we're calling Between Two Pineapples, where we interview other people in the lifestyle.
This podcast is for adults over 18, so if that's not you, please come back when you're older. Welcome everyone to episode 1 of our interview series called Between Two Pineapples. I'm Mr. Silver Fox.
And I'm Mrs. Silver Fox. And today we have special guests in the studio. Coming all the way from Pittsburgh, we have Tink and, you said Rock or Rocco?
Either or works for me.
We have Tink and Rock in the studio today.
How you guys doing this morning?
Good.
Doing good. How about you?
Fantastic. We had a lot of fun last night.
Yeah, you can say that. That was quite an evening.
You were there.
Quite the way to try to get me high.
I tried so hard.
I know. Yep.
I don't know
was
what
kind of
happened.
disappointed.
I know I'm going to have to go back and return those and tell them these did not work like they were supposed to for everyone.
Yeah,
I mean, it certainly hit me.
it did. You were gone.
I was ready to sleep by like 11.
Yeah.
I would say they hit me pretty fucking hard. I don't know what happened. Your inhibitors were going at full force yesterday.
You were just full of piss and vinegar last night, I guess.
Maybe it was rage inside me.
Oh.
Now, we originally met at a Secret Desires event, and I think, actually, I walked right up to you, Rocco, tonight and started talking.
Yep. There we are.
Well, it's been a wonderful ride getting to know you guys, and, again, thanks for showing up today. We really appreciate it. Hopefully the food was good.
Oh, it's
Very
fantastic. I've had steak for breakfast in a long time.
We feed our guests. We're nice people.
So, being that you guys are a lifestyle couple, like we are, what are some of your rules you bring?
We're still working on a lot of our roles. So she was a unicorn for a while, and then I lassoed her in a different group.
Okay.
And we're still kind of like feeling our way through. It's only been about 5 months as a couple, and
6.
almost 6.
Well, happy anniversary.
So we're still feeling our way through certain things. I mean, what do you?
Well, it's the different situations. Like, you can go to someone's house and have a certain set of rules because
Sure.
it's a smaller group versus going to a hotel takeover
Right.
where, it's kind of controlled chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know which direction you're going to go,
Sure.
So we kind of have to adapt to our surroundings a little bit. But then, it's communication. I mean, as long as we communicate with one another, then it's...
Yep, that's the key. If she does something that pisses me off, I tell her about it, and vice versa.
Vice versa. I tell him a little more about it. Sure.
We definitely take a dynamic approach to our rule set too. We don't like to define everything before we
Right.
get there because we don't know what the moment's going to bring
Exactly.
us. So we want to be open-minded and kind of fluid with everything as it progresses through
Right.
the night. So it's kind of refreshing to hear that other people kind of take that same approach.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
in the beginning, we took a hard line.
Oh, yeah. We
and
did the
that's
same
tough.
thing. Like, okay, same room, all
Yeah.
that stuff. And then I'm just like, how's that going to
Well,
work?
actually.
Yeah.
But it just, because he has a lot of firsts that he hasn't done that I've done.
Sure.
So I want him to have the same experiences. So
Sexual
I don't want to
bucket
put
list.
that. Yeah, I don't want to put that caveat on our rules. Just because I've done it and he hasn't.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah.
You're a nice lady.
I try.
Thoughtful.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely don't run into too many people doing nuclear chemistry at a party.
Yeah.
I found that very interesting.
Yeah. My job is 24/7, so.
I appreciate the mental game of everything too.
Yes.
I like intelligence and I gravitate towards people that
Oh,
way.
yeah.
So,
We were just actually talking about how when he was joking around, but I'm attracted to intelligence.
Yes.
I take that over looks,
Everything else.
personality.
I'm
and,
smart.
and he's like, then why are you with me? But that's my first thing. Is like, if you can hold a conversation with me,
Yep.
you've got me.
We always say people have to stimulate our brains before they stimulate our bodies.
Exactly.
Like, you can be hot as fucking dumb, and I just don't care.
You're pretty.
Like, you're cute. If you go dance over there in that corner, I would appreciate that.
Exactly.
I definitely think I'm the worst of the two, though. I get bored real quick, so I'll probably just, hey, come on, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of it's weird. When I was a unicorn, guys would come up to me and say, "Hey, let's bang," kind of thing, and I'm just like, "Hi, I'm Tink," kind of thing, and I'm like, and that's one of my rules. If you can't hold my attention for at least 15 minutes.
It shuts off.
Yeah, it just shuts down.
Oh, you tried. You're so cute.
I'm saying you're so cute, but no.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, bless your little heart.
Do you think you get that a lot in the lifestyle where, people have certain expectations because you're a female that,
When I was a unicorn, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a lot of pressure.
Very much so, because you're not with anybody when you go to these parties, so it's kind of like I don't know what to do with my hands moments, kind of thing, and then they think it's fresh meat.
Sure.
Right, so it's kind of it's definitely different when you have somebody that you can hide behind when you're not,
Yes.
especially of his height and everything. But, it's definitely, because I've been married in the lifestyle, I've been a unicorn, and now in a relationship. So
sure.
There's
So you've experienced kind of all levels of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah,
that's a fun journey. You should write a book.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask a preference because I believe each one probably had its own personal experience to you. So I wouldn't say that, it'd be fair to say, do you prefer being a unicorn over being with Rock? I think that's kind of a dim statement.
Well, that until after this.
Please save all your unicorn questions for the end.
I know that I'm a type of person that cannot be alone. And so being a unicorn was quite the because I was, I was married for 8 years in the lifestyle. So then going from that to being just me.
Sure.
I mean, I kind of had my little wild bit in the beginning, like, I'm free.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, exactly. But then as it got down, I'm like, I still want a relationship. So, and I wasn't sure if I would find it in the lifestyle. So this is a bonus.
Yeah, I imagine that's kind of a tricky spot because nobody wants to give up being the single male.
Right.
Nobody wants to give up being the unicorn.
Exactly.
So I had just gotten separated like 3 months prior to meeting her in a lifestyle group. I immediately gravitate towards that. Once I was free, I kind of went back to the old ways because I enjoyed it a lot more than other people in our relationship. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
Previous administration.
Under new management.
Like that.
So I went actually, and it's funny. It's a group that we have some issues with now. There's been a lot of bad stuff going on that we don't really like, but I'll always be thankful because that's where I met her. And that's how we met, actually, the people that we know in SD. That's how we got into
some of our closest friends we met in that group. So, I mean, we never want to put a group down.
Right.
Because I'm not going to be that one that judges anybody.
Yep.
And so, but I will step back if I feel like it's too much. Mm-hmm. And that's what we did. Yeah. So.
And now we're pretty much Secret Desires, and we are admins now in another group.
Yeah.
Which is
admins.
I do love our groups that we are involved with on our social media platforms. It's a lot of fun to be able to share. I think we have a great time in there. There's humor, there's sexiness, there's wonderful people.
There's Gray Sweatpants Sunday.
Yes.
You're fucking welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
I coined that.
He was digging through his drawers, finding his gray sweatpants the other day.
You know what's fucked up? Is that I started this fucking Sunday thing, but we have no gray sweatpants for him.
So I have a very light pair of gray sweatpants, and then the only other ones we have are your Mickey ones that I stole from you. Yeah.
Everyone would know it was you.
Yeah.
My Mickey Mouse sweatpants? Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Well, next time we'll just take a picture of you in the Mickey Mouse sweatpants too.
Oh, shit. This is becoming a different kind of interview.
That's okay, let it skip.
Let's see where this goes.
This is going to become X-rated ASMR here in a second.
So we talk about social awareness and those kind of things that pop up in the lifestyle, and I think you two are amazing to be around. You're approachable. I could talk to you guys. Rock and I obviously have a lot of fun when we get together.
Obviously, lifestyle brusbands.
How important is that for you guys? You say you've had some issues in the past, so when you got into the new groups, how important is that social awareness for you that everybody's kind of respectful or what you deemed, your choice in and out?
I mean, for us, it's all about trust and respect.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know, we don't really associate with people that we don't trust and don't. I mean,
right. I mean, I know right away if I'm gonna click with this person.
Sure. Right.
And I mean, if he doesn't click or that person, whoever it is, doesn't click with us as a couple, then it's kind of like,
yeah,
how far do we want to take this kind of thing,
Sure.
So, and I always want to be in my role. I always want to be fair to Rocco with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're gonna play with a couple and I don't like one of the couples, it's not gonna happen.
Sure.
Right.
Kind of thing. And that's just one of the things that we've established. So, and we like to get that same respect.
Yes.
To other couples. Like, before I even touch a husband, I'm going to the wife.
Yeah.
Just as that respect.
and that's the same thing. I send a message to the husband usually and say, "Hey, I'm chatting up your wife. Is that cool?" And,
Right.
you know,
Right.
Just
And
don't want there to be any hard feelings or any surprises for anybody.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, if any surprises, it comes on their end.
Yes.
Exactly.
And then they deal with that. That's not my drama.
And that's one of the most magical parts for me about the lifestyles that we don't really argue. We don't fight. We don't have I love other people's drama.
Yes.
I love trashy
I will
television.
watch it on TV.
I love, yes, all day.
Yeah.
But my own, it's like, and when stuff like that happens, I just think, I'm so glad that you have to deal with that.
Right.
And #can't relate. Can't.
We very rarely ever fight.
Yeah, it's always about stupid shit when we do.
Like, it's your turn to take the dog out.
Sure.
Change the cat litter anymore.
Well, if that's the biggest problem, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I thought we had great communication before the lifestyle, and it turns out that actually it just got better after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was
Well, it goes
phenomenal.
into different venues of communication and
Sure.
relationships. Like, you don't, in a vanilla relationship, you live together, you're together all the time, but you don't broaden that spectrum.
Sure.
Where when you're in the
Yeah,
lifestyle,
we can't be, a vanilla relationship, you can't be in a restaurant and be like, look at it, that's on that one.
yeah. Because I have no filter. I'm like, look at that. And he's like, what?
That was like last night when my friend had her boobs out and I was fucking oblivious
I'm
to
like,
it.
yo, Rocco,
She goes over
turn
to me.
around.
Oh, hi. Oh, my God.
I think we were both distracted by several occasions of that happening.
There
Right in
was
the middle
so
of the
much.
conversation, Rock would just go completely silent, and I'd have to turn my head, and then I didn't know what the hell was happening. Tits were out.
Yeah. They trump everything.
Swear. I get out of so much trouble with those things.
I know.
Thank you, titties.
Last night I'm dancing with a nice woman, having a good time, and then all of a sudden she stops and turns to the left, and we just see two other women making out and climbing all over each other.
I'm like, look. Babe, pay attention. I'm like, come on. Look
Yeah, she turned around. She's like, I'm distracted. Watch out.
But this might be better. Look over here.
It's everywhere. It's like
There's a lot of visual stimulation at events like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite things.
It's
too.
almost overload, like
Sometimes,
sensory
yeah.
overload.
the first
a little
hotel
bit.
party I went to, I had a similar experience to your first experience, and I just got fucking hammered.
Yeah.
I ended up blacking out the wrong way on the bed, drank a whole bottle of whiskey.
As on top of me.
It was just so much going on, you know what I mean? And it was like,
I didn't know, I knew maybe 4 people at that point, so I was very nervous on it.
And it was also your first hotel takeover.
Yeah,
You've only
ever.
ever gone to clubs in
yeah,
your
it was a
previous
whole new world.
Now we have to buy the fucking license.
Trademark Disney.
Sponsor. No, just kidding. We're not. Disney does not sponsor this channel. I want to be really clear about that.
Mouse going in a new
I
direction.
mean, we've had our like when we were talking about our different rules for bigger venues versus smaller house parties. We've had issues. Like our first party that we went to as a couple, someone came on to me and wouldn't get off. And I thought at the time it was somebody else, but it was a huge Halloween type
I was going to
thing.
say, was there costumes
There was-
involved? Because what do you mean you
the room
thought it
was
was somebody
full-
else?
The room was
The room was
full
full
of
of
fog.
fog.
Too.
Oh,
Fog
shit.
and
So,
black lights.
That's
you know,
a dangerous place.
It was.
Well, he was with me, So I didn't think
Somewhere
anything.
in the fall.
Well, no, he was next to me on the bed because there's like 5 of us on the bed. So he was right there, and I could touch him. I knew he was there. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, that doesn't feel like the person that was just there, kind of thing.
Something's off.
And, someone just got a little too happy with the tequila and, tried
Tequila, every time.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
Yeah, so
the
it was...
positive of that, though, is swingers can fit a lot of people in a small space.
Yes. Yeah, we were on what?
Like 8 people on a queen size?
Yeah, it was... at one point, I had a girl sit on my face. I was not
Unintentionally.
sorry.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Exactly.
There's nowhere else to sit.
You'll have to sit here.
Exactly. There.
Sorry, let me see you.
There's 1,000 ways to say the same line to that girl that doesn't have a spot on that bed.
Exactly.
Sorry, ladies.
It's always just, respect. And that guy actually got kicked out of the group for it because it wasn't the first time.
He was about to get his ass kicked, too.
But I have issues with, because of my past history, he knew I was upset.
Sure.
So, I mean...
Well, and being able to read your partner, in a situation like that, I think is so important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it took you aside, and we sat there for like an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I know there's a lot of visual stimulation at these parties, and Rock, I'm gonna look at you man to man about it.
Oh shit!
It's real.
I love everything that's going on, but I habitually check on my wife.
Oh, absolutely!
Throughout the
My
night.
God, I always have an eye where she
you,
is.
You definitely do that. I definitely watch you do that at times where we'll see something going on. You'll just turn around, take a look at Tink, and I really respect that as a man. I'm very observant, so when I see that is awesome because ladies have to be safe.
Absolutely,
Period.
and I mean that's the whole reason we got into this is for fun, and I always got to make sure that there's not. Last night I really wasn't worried because we knew everyone there. We know there's not going to be problems. But at a hotel party, I mean, I'll go search for her. At a house party, I'll do the same thing.
It's very rare that we're apart at a hotel party. Probably 95% of the time we're not together. Because we're there to experience together.
Sure.
Now, there's occasions, that he'll go off, with a unicorn or whatever the situation is. But we always check up, like, hey, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. So after it's done, we reconnect. Yeah. So we're very, very conscious of that.
Yeah, and I mean, just, we both had some traumas in our past.
Sure.
But, I mean, I always got to make sure she's okay.
You guys are cute.
And what I think comes from that, is when we develop these relationships with each other, and those trust develops within the community with certain couples and whatnot, it allows me for an opportunity to maybe step away.
Yes.
And if I leave Mrs. Silver Fox with Rock, if something's happening to her, I know you're going to maybe take notice and deal with that
100%.
situation because, hey, Mr. Silver Fox is not going to put up with that shit.
Yeah.
And she's obviously not into you. Maybe you take a step away. And I feel that's important to develop those relationships, whether, it goes beyond that or not is between, the couples. But I love that we make those friends.
Yes.
I really do.
I love being at a place where I can act like a slut if I want to and still be completely safe.
Right, yeah, and still feel protected.
Yes.
Well, and that's one of the big things, too. I was a bouncer for 10 years. So, it's my nature to want to protect people. It's what I do. If I see something wrong, I'm going to go up and say something and...
Make me cry, he'll kill you.
Yeah, you guys can't see on the podcast, but I'm 6'5" and 330 pounds, and I will wreck people if I have to.
I will wreck your shit.
He's just a little smaller than me.
I just have hair. They could probably arm wrestle and it'd be a really close call. So, since you brought up what you used to do, I do want to talk to you about your sweet-ass job.
Yeah.
You have one of the coolest fucking jobs, I think, of any of the people in lifestyle that I've met and talked to.
Yeah.
People run switchboards and people do things and people yell at boxes of cereal. But let's talk about what you do.
Yeah, so I make beer and sell it for a living.
So fucking cool.
I am the chief operating officer of a brewery. I don't make the beer. I just tell my
drink it.
I tell my little buddy what to make, and he goes and does it.
I like being the beta tester sometimes.
But actually, it's great. So my job is what got us into SD, really. into Secret Desires.
Yeah.
Two of the admins of Secret Desires were in the other group that we were discussing issues with, and they were taking a poker run or something, a bike ride to Pittsburgh for the weekend.
Okay.
And then he was like, "Oh, you own a brewery?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Well, we're bringing the bikers by." And then that night's when we met
Everybody
that had a bike.
All of our third floor family at SD is where we met them.
It's pretty much in the beer garden that night.
And actually, it was fun. We went to their Airbnb afterwards. The sober one out of all of us,
I was sober.
Miss Tink.
You both are really surprised by that right now.
She didn't see a sidewalk crack and fell
Stupid
down and
Southside.
damn near broke her ankle.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's how I had the boot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I fell in front of the Airbnb.
The three of us
And the
women
thing is
could barely
that
walk. And
I could barely walk, and we go into the back area. Everybody's drinking and everything, and he's drinking his whiskey, and I'm just sitting there watching my ankle swell bigger and bigger.
Oh no.
And then we're like, okay, we need to go home.
Oh, you're skipping what you did on the inside there before we left.
Oh.
So I got flogged on one foot.
Okay.
On the good foot?
No.
She stood on one foot while she...
Yeah,
Oh, you stood on one.
Yeah, because I couldn't put weight on the other one.
You know, I really need to go to the hospital. On second thought,
Yeah.
could you just flog me really quick?
Well, and one of the girls there was getting flogged, and I love to be flogged. It's just my personal preference.
Bless
and
you.
yeah, the harder the better. And so I was watching them, and then one of the people was like, "Okay, your turn." And I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
Oh.
I hop over there.
I kind of have a medical emergency, but couple minutes.
But
I
I'll
have
be
a little
fine.
time. Is there a spanking bench I need to hold on to, or
there was a preacher. No, it was a chair. They didn't have the.
Yeah, they didn't have it. No.
So I just.
Oh, no, they had the jungle gym, didn't they?
Yeah, but someone else was using it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the jungle gym.
Have we?
Yeah, in the main room.
And then...
Oh,
Yeah.
We have seen it confirmed.
In my best Celine Dion voice again, it's all coming back to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
On second thought, I do recall.
So when you guys are leaving an event, Mrs. Silver Fox and I, we just kind of decompress and debrief and go through the night. Do you guys do something similar where you talk about, hey, I really enjoyed this part of the night, or this was kind of whack, I don't want to do it
usually
again?
it's in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
That we wake up and talk about because usually if we're going to bed after a party, there's not much conversation. We're so passed out drunk.
Sure. Especially on Saturday nights after 2 nights of just mayhem. You're just...
Right.
We're just like, okay, you want to
It's your
talk?
turn to take the dog out. We didn't bring the dog.
I'm waiting for gym class.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss the bus.
that's what he does.
I love the weekend events, but it feels like, by the time I recover Thursday, I'm ready for Friday. Let's
Exactly.
rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
Amen.
exactly.
It's so true, though.
But we do discuss, we always, it's great hanging out with our friends. We love seeing our Ohio friends, and
Yeah.
and we just talk about things, what we would do different, or
Sure.
how did you feel about that, because it was either a new situation or something. So we always...
New person, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, we like to talk and make sure everything's on the table.
Yeah.
We're talkers. I'm a talker,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Well, and I came from a relationship that I had no voice.
I got you.
So
okay.
it's really hard for me to open up because I'm so used to keeping the stuff inside, but I get to the point where it explodes and I feel bad for the person sitting
Sure.
next to me.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's getting better now that because if I were to open up before, instantly it was defensive.
Sure.
So, and now it's not, and it's way better.
Well,
so
and
way
I'll
better.
tell you too, for me anyway, I tell people this all the time, that when you go from being in unhealthy relationships to being in a healthy relationship, with a nice guy, the first 4 years, I waited on that other shoe to drop.
Oh, I'm still waiting
Yes,
for it.
And when it took me so long to figure out it wasn't going to happen, but it's hard to make that transition from being with people like that, which is what I always kind of attracted to being with,
Right.
like a nice person, actually.
No, I totally get it. I mean, I was married. Well, I was with my ex for 8 years, and then we got married and was another 8 years.
Oh,
And
okay.
so the first 8 years that we were dating, engaged, we were not swingers. And so as soon as we got married, we decided to, hey, let's try it out,
Sure.
kind of thing. But ulterior motives and everything like that. But I enjoyed being in the lifestyle regardless.
Sure.
So I decided to carry it on after my divorce.
Yeah.
But that's how I met him.
I was going to
So it
say, great decision.
Yes,
Everyone
yeah.
at this table.
No. Because, there was times where I was in a semi-poly relationship, and I was just like, no, I'm not going to do this. You know, I like going home to just one person, not, 4 people.
Not a hostel.
Yeah. Yeah. Compound. No.
I don't want to tell 4 people how my day went.
Exactly. Can you all just like sit in the room and I'll tell it at one time?
Yeah.
But
Everybody line up.
yeah, exactly.
I have something to say about my day.
So, but yeah, it's definitely. I enjoy it.
Yeah, so do I.
He has a different experience versus me, so that also helps. Like,
yeah, a lot of this is still new. I'm kind of bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when I see it. Like, oh,
Sure.
God, this is great. I love this.
So, from your point of view, did you have a lot of sex-positive discussions previous to this, or is that kind of new to you?
That's very new to me. Very new to me.
Is that relieving? Because
Yes.
I really found it that way,
Oh, my
too.
God, absolutely. It's a completely different mindset, a completely different just feeling. Like, it's I couldn't be as open before, and
Sure.
now I can. Like, I feel like I can tell her anything, and she's not going to judge me. She's not going to get shitty with me, and it's nice. It's just nice to be able to feel that way. And the weird part is I knew that from the moment I met her. We actually met, and then the next night we watched a movie.
So we met in the MeWe group.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yes, and he was a single. I was a single. I wasn't looking
Sure.
at all.
Neither was I.
I was a unicorn.
3 months
I
first
liked it,
breakup.
that kind of thing. And then we just clicked, and it was during COVID,
Yeah.
or the last half of
Yeah.
COVID. What is it? I
I'm
don't
still
even know
going
if
on.
we're in the
Is it-
middle or
Yeah, we don't have a clue either.
the ongoing.
The ongoing saga.
We're just all waiting for fucking Megatron to show up.
Exactly. But I was living in Ohio with my parents at the time, and of course he was in Pittsburgh, and our first date was over Facebook Messenger, and we watched Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's so
And he was laying on the couch, which I know now how it was all configured because I live there now. But he kept looking at me, and I'd look at him, and he'd look away, and he'd like play with his eyebrow, and
Yeah, she found out my nervous text real quick.
yeah, I'm like, why are you rubbing your eye? Yeah.
And then what? The next night we got a hotel room together.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And then the night after that, and then there was a break, and then she came down to Pittsburgh and pretty much hasn't left.
Was it like that?
She basically moved in 4 days. That's what.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I knew.
Seems like
I
a
think she
weird
knew.
I think it was more like 2 weeks.
You were there every night. You went home.
I was there every night. I wasn't moved in.
Excuse me.
Do you have a toothbrush there?
Yes.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy.
Laying some territory down. Okay, I get
We
it.
won't put labels on it.
Listen, hoes before bros.
Yeah.
I'm not taking sides in this.
It's such a blur now. I don't know.
And we actually started talking back and forth on MySpace.
Oh, wow,
That's
yeah.
how we got started.
I used to
Dating.
Hey, I met my first husband on AOL. So
Okay.
yeah.
In a chat room?
Yes, it was my 30th birthday.
That's hot.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I met my
And then I
first
met you
one.
on your 30th birthday too.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
I know.
Somewhere there was a rebirth and all these things happened and
Started kind
Tink's
of
only
backwards.
31 now for the
Yes,
Yes.
yes, for the past, 12 years.
We're just selling anniversaries of it.
Starting to count down now.
Well, actually, the one thing I'm happy about is it seems like I always thought I was the youngest person at all these parties. And now
yeah.
I'm finding out there's like people that are younger that are going, and that makes me happy. And it's going to keep going and going. Like,
yeah, I do like seeing new people too. Like, oh, God bless you. Keep fighting the good fight.
Exactly.
I like seeing new people at the events that we attend because, there's a lot of non-pushy situations, a lot of great people, where it's just very inviting. I mean, when we went to Club Euphoria the first time, people were more than open-armed towards us, very welcoming. Same with SD. We had met a lot of them at Euphoria because everything was closed down for COVID, and so that was the first party back to the lifestyle. So we got to meet. The owners of Secret Desires at that event, and then go from there. And it just seemed like so many wonderful people.
Yeah. When we went to our first SD party. The owners were constantly coming up. Are you okay?
Every 10 minutes,
are you
ask us, what can we do? How can we help?
And that was first time ever at a hotel takeover or any event, really, as a new person that has done that.
I also think we were very lucky that we came in with some of the admin team. I don't know. But the gruff...
Our friendships.
We came in with friendships with the gruff gentleman and his beautiful wife.
Sure.
And it helped. I mean, because they were introducing us to everybody, and I never felt like a stranger there, which was great.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt that, the owners are very attractive.
No.
And checking on you every 10 minutes.
Exactly.
I
mean...
And some of the security team.
Exactly.
It makes things a lot easier.
And actually, it's great. They're so much fun. Like, when we did that not the White Elephant, we did casino night, and he was up there, the male owner was up there doing
the MC. He was the MC.
He was just fucking great. It was hilarious.
Well, the White Elephant was great, too.
Oh, my God.
He was
a Grinch, too.
Like, with the full-on furry fingers and face paint. Face paint is a hard no for me.
Yeah, I'm
too messy.
Too messy.
Get the fuck
yeah.
out of here.
We can't go too in depth by that event. So that specific moment in time because of our arch nemesis.
I don't want to talk about that.
I do a little bit. We ran into them last night too. We reminded them.
That. It's good. My arch nemesis.
My arch nemesis is here, but god damn it, they looked good.
But damn it, she's fucking hot, and I don't know what to do about it.
We're not here to talk about that.
We're not. Arch nemesis for life.
Hashtag that shit. Twit it.
So you guys have been to both events and clubs, right? Mm-hmm. Do you have a preference?
I think the events, just because we know, I mean, at least for me, because I know people there, and I like meeting new people, but I feel more comfortable when I'm around people that I've been with for a while, that I've known, that I may have played with, that I may not, but people I've known for a while, I feel more comfortable.
You don't have to start over.
Yeah, so we went to the club and we were lucky because we went with a couple that we knew really well already, and then we ended up meeting another couple that has become very good friends of ours at the club.
I like the way you laugh when you tell that story.
I know.
Your eyes get squinty.
It's because it's the couple we were telling you about last night.
Right.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
I do remember that.
There's hand signals. There's a lot of table talk happening across this table, non-verbally.
I would say, we don't have a preference personally because they both present us something different. Where we have an opportunity to make extremely good friends with people that are very active in a club that we like attending down in Columbus, and we had that friendship built in. So what happens at events where you're being introduced and yada yada, I think we just made the right set of friends in the right moment in time that allows us to have a continuing experience, but in a different arena that presents a lot of different things. So
I think we're in a unique situation because we have our Pittsburgh friends. There's 4 or 5 couples that we love in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And that we, see as often as we can, but then, we love our Ohio family. We're over here probably more.
What happens in Ohio stays in Ohio.
We are literally in 8 countries now.
Y'all want to come get you some?
I just know that I'm really thankful for the actual lifestyle family that we've connected with, because it was really hard for that connection as a unicorn, and now being attached to many people, it just broadens everything for us.
There's a specific couple back home that we see once a week. We're supposed to see them later today if Snowmageddon doesn't kill us to watch the Steeler game. and they're great. He came over and installed our TV, and we go hang out and watch.
Right. And it's not always it's not like always a lifestyle date
Right.
that we hang out with them. I mean,
Yeah, we went to go see
we
the new
consider them
Matrix.
friends,
Right.
our
Yeah.
friends, not our swinger friends or anything. They are our friends.
Right.
And so whatever happens, in the land of Quelf or,
In the land of the queen.
it just, it just, we don't expect anything.
Sure.
And that's
Right.
what I go into every event. No
Yes.
expectations.
Well, because expectations for me present an opportunity for disappointment.
Exactly.
I hate being disappointed, but I love being surprised.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's a very good way to
Yeah.
put it.
I have an expectation every time I go. I'm making out with somebody.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, it's just a fact.
I mean, my expectation when I go to parties is him,
Sure.
and I'm not sad about that
No.
at
Right.
all, But yeah, do I want to add somebody to the mix? Yeah, I do, but I'm not expecting anything but him.
Right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times we're in that same mindset.
Mm-hmm.
There's sometimes I just can't get Mrs. Silver Fox off my mind.
Right.
But there's other times like, oh, this would be,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of fun. How you feel about this?
Right.
There's other times where it's like, excuse me, hi.
Yeah.
Never.
I'm like, who are you?
But
I
I
know
do.
you.
I like those friendships too. We have friends that we play with that we can go out with as well,
Mm-hmm.
and that's extremely meaningful.
It
Oh,
is,
yeah.
What I mean?
absolutely.
Because it's not always, and I don't know if that's if that's even an interpretation people have about the lifestyle that you're constantly going out and you're constantly playing with people.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
just constantly-
it's not always.
It's not always
enough.
like
Yeah.
that. I mean,
I like
first,
the atmosphere,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
absolutely.
I
It's fun.
don't
It's-
always want to play. I don't.
Our first two house parties. Well, no, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that, but
Our
no,
last
that's a
two
lie.
house parties, we didn't even play. We just went to hang out with our friends.
Right,
and
sure.
at
Although
the
we did
end-
have a little fun with the Violet Wand.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Your eyes rolled back in your head a little bit.
Yeah.
for a
So
second. You're like,
yeah, that was his first
actually-
experience with the violet one.
Oh, fun.
Shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
I
He's a very sensitive boy.
I like the nipple and it tastes like pennies.
I lasted longer
You
though.
did. You were a rock star.
It's like it tastes like copper. No. What did you? It tastes like batteries.
It did battery. Speaking of electric things, though, I do want to shout out the people that hosted the party last night.
Oh, God,
they
yeah.
are amazing
Yes.
Yes.
We really enjoy them
people.
as well.
They're fun.
We love hanging out with them. We actually came in a day early just to, because at a hotel you have fun, but you don't really have a lot of like one-on-one time with because
Right.
everyone's busy.
Yes.
And so we just wanted to get to know them a little better and talk, and they made us dinner.
It's nice to have another gentleman that's as big as me, too. I don't feel like quite the monster when I'm
He's
around
actually a
him.
tad bigger
I know,
than
he's
you.
a little taller than me. It's nice. I don't feel like the Sasquatch when he's standing there next to me.
We definitely enjoy their company very much.
Sure.
The wife was fantastic last
Yes,
night,
it
too.
was like
You see
shot.
her?
God bless him. That new haircut.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
With
Yes.
the purple and everything.
She was so
Wow.
mad about the purple, too. We told her.
Yeah, I'm like, no,
Great.
it-
What are
Yeah.
you mad at? Like,
Yeah, she's like, I
dang
use
it.
purple conditioner. Is it supposed to do this? And I'm like, what kind of conditioner did you use?
I want to wash your hair right now.
Yeah. It's very much a show and tell for her last night.
Oh, my
the way that
God.
she was acting.
I loved her just sitting there watching what was going on with her bottle of rum, just smiling.
Like, do
We
you
talking
see
about
this?
the couch party?
Yes.
Yeah, that was very enjoyable.
God
Thank
bless.
you. There were several.
Very, yeah.
Not one was disappointing.
I think,
Next party.
yeah.
I wore a bow tie. I wore a bow tie New
For
Year's
New
Eve.
Year's Eve, he was very
Bow
dapper.
tie with a vest.
You dapper
Yeah.
it up.
What?
He
She
did.
even put a little pocket square in me.
Yeah. I like to play dress up with him.
Square.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then later in the night when we were all tuned up, I'm wearing my sweatpants and I still had the vest on.
With a wife beater.
And we were in the big party room and they were like, what music should we put on? And I was like, anything Boys to Men. And they're like, why?
Watch this.
And I just did one part and I went up, was it you? Or
Yeah, it was me.
I was like,
The crescendo of the song, I just saw nipples.
That's amazing,
Yes.
though.
It was
You'll
so
never
on
hear
the
that
mark.
song again the same
No,
way.
I will. It's in there.
let's wait till Mardi Gras.
Oh, fuck.
But I do
wait
want to
for
say,
Mardi
while
Gras.
we're touching on the party last night, happy birthday to the wife of the owner of the Secret
Yes,
Desires.
happy birthday.
You are incredibly sexy if you're listening.
And it was an awesome penis cake.
Oh,
Yes.
I forgot about it.
It was so
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, the
Wow.
little cock.
Yeah.
I've never seen such a graphic penis that wasn't a real penis before.
I know. They did
And
an
I went to
amazing
art
job.
School.
Did you see the
I've
blue
seen
balls?
some shit.
The blue balls on the yeah.
It thought of everything,
Right.
and it had a little
Yeah,
little spraying.
Yep.
feature.
It was supposed to do a little bit more
What was the
ice. It was just like
icing? Just like
I did
icing
enjoy
on
later
that.
on when they brought the dummy out and they were squirting icing.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
No, were you there?
The dummy was during the photos
Yeah.
on the couch.
All the girls.
I
on
was
the
so
couch.
focused on trying to look at the camera and trying not to make my butt bones dig into somebody's lap.
Yes.
And there was a lot of hands holding me to that
Yeah.
lap,
Yeah.
making sure I didn't fall off. Thoughtful. Thanks, guys.
There was definitely 4
He was-
people involved in that.
Yeah. At one point, someone touched me and they're like, "Oh, that's Tink." I'm like, "Yep, that's me."
I recognize that piece of skin anywhere right there.
I was getting touched by something, but without consent.
Oh, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh my god.
Where was I?
The
what?
pumpkin head skeleton.
Oh yeah. Okay.
When I was coming around the swing
Yes,
chair, and
yeah.
I was just like, "Oh my god, what the hell is on me? What is on me?"
Like, the thing was like 7 foot tall, so it like engulfed you.
The arms like swung in and wrapped around, and the menacing head off to the side. I wish I would have recorded that. That would be so funny.
I just had to keep saying, "I don't consent. I don't consent."
You were
It's
very
not my
clear.
fantasy yet. I don't want to hear it.
I changed my mind. I'll go sit on the clown's lap.
No,
Stop.
no,
No, me neither.
I'm going around to the front.
I don't even face that direction. Of
I
the
try
building.
not to.
I
It was
pretend
very
that clown's
hard
not
play.
there.
Yeah, we're playing beer pong. She's like, move the pong table. I don't want to see that fucking clown.
I can't. I need like a.
That's why I won't sleep in there.
Oh,
Because
never.
if I wake up and see that, that's the first thing I see.
Or when you close your eyes and that motherfucker comes to life.
Yeah,
No,
see?
not
Hello. I tell you it happens.
There's a lot of things in there that's going to bring nightmares sometimes. It's all cool stuff. I mean, I like horror, so.
But
I just
the
don't like
clown?
clowns.
No.
No, I'm not big on
0
clowns
out of
ever.
10.
Why?
Would not
Yeah.
clown.
Why
I
do
grew
they
up-
exist?
I grew up next to the clown college down in
even
Tampa,
fucking
Florida.
exist?
So they
A
were
real clown college?
yeah, it's because Ringling Brothers and Berlin Bailey Circus is their headquarters is in Tampa, Florida, or was when I was growing
I
up.
don't think that's still around anymore.
So the clown college was right there.
That's
Well,
a
I
nightmare.
Where
actually get to see
nightmares
their
are
train
made.
once a year come down the track for my work. We see
Oh, that's sweet.
the circus train come by.
They used to do like a parade through Pittsburgh with all the animals, but do they even have it anymore? I thought they sold the elephants. They were done with it.
Yeah, no
I think they were
elephants.
getting out of some of those animal types.
Yeah.
I don't,
They do
I don't
the
know
other
exactly
stuff.
what they were.
So
Yeah.
now it's like Cirque du Soleil. except
Yeah, exactly.
Americanized.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went to a circus, what, like
Shit.
4 months ago or something like
Gummies.
that? That was incredible. They had tigers and all kinds of stuff in that. And that was the Shriners.
Yeah,
up in
they're kind
Toledo.
of creepy too.
Their little hats and their little cars.
You know, on enough gummies, that was great. That was
You
great.
guys were like, ooh.
Yeah. That circus hit different.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
That tall drink of Spanish water cracking a whip had me feeling some sort of way. I was like, holy shit, this is the circus?
My how times have
That's
changed.
It's
vanilla
like
than I
when you
thought.
hear a crack of the whip, you instantly turn your head, you know?
Instantly like, oh.
Crack, like, oh, we're going to go over here.
I'm gonna be right back.
Put those camels away, it's
Yeah.
my turn.
Put me in the cage and yell at me.
Not that type
Too
of
far.
circus.
Too far.
So tell people where they can find you. If somebody wants to look you up, take you out to dinner, or pop into your brewery.
Give them our
or
SLS
email
name,
ya.
dear.
Talk to me, Ron.
Scotch.
So we joined SLS and somebody had a.
I was doing it while I was drunk, so you have to at least give me that.
So my name is Rock, R-O-C, but apparently on SLS we are Ron and Tink, PGH. So that's where you can
And
reach
it's
out
too
to.
much trouble to change it, so we just started
We're just
living
leaving
with
it.
it.
I'm going by Ron now.
You make a great Ron.
Yeah.
We do. What is it on MeWe? I'm Rocco_PGH.
Not his last name.
Yeah, we had someone. One of our friends is a mechanic, and I took my car out there to get brakes done, and he was like, "I couldn't find you because I couldn't find your last name." And I'm like, my last name's not PGH, right? You're aware that that's not my actual last name.
Honestly, it's really hard. I don't even know what I go by on MeWe. Is it just Tink?
Tink_D.
Yeah. So that's me.
Yeah, that's the best way to reach us. That's really all we're on.
I'm on Facebook. I'm friends with you guys on Facebook and stuff, and I'm very selective with my Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Same here, because we got to make that distinction that there's a lot of vanilla people involved in people's lives, and they don't need to be privy to your information. That's up to you and your friends. That's not up to us.
And I thought about making a new Facebook page, and I'm just like,
oh, it's so much upkeep.
And I'm just like, no. I'm like, if you don't want to see this,
I just don't care enough. I go on Facebook. I look on Facebook, look at parties and stuff now.
Yeah, most of the stuff that shows up on my feed is either my family or
crazy ass family.
Yes. So I'm a preacher's daughter.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have to keep things very copacetic.
Right.
Also not their last name.
Yes.
But I've even told people in my vanilla life exactly what I did the previous weekend. I didn't tell them event names or nothing like that, but I've told them, this is what I did, this is how I played, and they just look at you like, yeah, right. And it's like, you have no idea.
It's like, what did you guys do last weekend? Oh, I had a threesome. And they're like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, we couldn't connect with the male, so the female was allowed to play with us. So that's how stuff went down with us. And
we invited over a unicorn for 2 days, and
they just look at you like,
yeah.
It's like, you walk away like, hey, I'm not a liar.
Exactly. You take what you get. Yeah. I'm a little too open, maybe, when it comes to his vanilla friends. I like to skirt the surface.
Sure.
And so, with his friends, we'll go to the brewery and stuff.
Yeah, so a good example was a couple of Mondays ago. I was going to a Steeler game with my friends that I grew up with.
Sure.
So we're in my brewery having some drinks. But we also had some lifestyle friends that came into town for the game. So our unicorn friend came in, and she's like, whatever you do, don't kiss her. Just give her a hug and, look like friends.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, she comes behind me, I give her a little hug and kiss on the cheek. And then another couple, the gruff gentleman and his wife, and the wife just comes up and immediately grabs my face, kisses me on the lips. Oh, wow. And my little brother turns around and goes, friendly, isn't she? I'm like, yes, she is.
No idea.
No idea.
We're very good friends.
Well, it's just a kiss. We talked about that. It's a
Yeah. It's supposed to be a cheek, but I turned.
Don't worry, your husband's okay with it.
It's fine.
I opened my mouth.
What's your guys' rules?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, where am I at?
There's a laminated card in the back pocket with the rules on it, so you can just slide it.
Numbered on the back.
I just want to be clear about all this. Here's a dry erase marker. Just check off the ones you're cool with, and we'll go from there.
Or when somebody asks you, hey, I need to talk to you. Same room, different room? What do you guys do?
Yep. 308.
And nobody has any idea what you're talking about.
No, exactly.
If you're looking to find us, we're Secret Designers from 308. We'll be there all the time.
We try to get the same room every hotel. So
we're always on the third floor wherever we go. I mean, it's never been intentional, but we always wind up on it.
Third floor is the best.
It always is.
Yeah,
that's where the wild things play.
Yep.
God bless.
Yeah, it is.
I can't wait for you to make that sign. I got her a cricket for Christmas.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You gonna make some rune ornaments?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I understood what you said.
Yeah. English is my strong suit.
Yeah. I'm excited. I have lots of upside down pineapple stuff going on.
Your room's gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice. She wants to make decals for the door and stuff.
I'm gonna make him a shirt that says, "Hi, my name is Rock. I like to party."
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It should just have a picture of me like this at the bottom.
Yeah, thumbs up.
I can. I mean,
I can do those things now.
yeah, you've given me the power.
Should have got you.
Well, I was under the impression we weren't going to wear our shirts last night from the
Oh,
last
they look
podcast.
so cute.
Apparently,
though.
I misunderstood.
It looked so cute. There was
You
no
did look
misunderstanding. We said we're not going to wear them together. I knew I was wearing mine.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Fair enough.
It was great. You guys did a great job on them.
Thanks.
There was only one of us that did a job.
Oh, okay.
It was me.
Moral support.
Yeah, I'll take it. It still counts.
Exactly. Yes.
So you're somewhat newer in the lifestyle. We're somewhat newer in the lifestyle, and you've had some experience. We find that when we go to a lot of things and people find out we're newer, we now tend to avoid saying that to people.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden kid gloves come on.
So
it
this
feels
is
like
a
your
unicorn.
uncle. Like your uncle's gonna
sit.
sit you down and have a talk with you about stuff.
Yeah.
That unsolicited advice and stuff. How do you guys feel about that?
So I don't like it from people I don't know.
Sure.
If certain people we know and trust were to say, "Hey, I saw you two doing this," you might want to back off. Then of course it's okay. I just hate when random people do it.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Or they tell you their version of the lifestyle for you.
I mean, I think everybody should have their own experience. Not to say that someone can't approach you and say, well, this is how I experience.
Right.
Not so much, you should do it this way.
Yes.
It's my opinion that you should do this way.
Right.
So, and I'll listen to anybody talk. So but I want to experience in my own way, my own time. And with whoever, kind of thing.
That's one of the things that we work through a lot is like at parties, we're both very shy, so like we're very talkative. But when it comes to play, like I don't know, I have issues from my past where I'm always, worried.
I think there's always,
hey baby, and it's like,
I think in the lifestyle, even though people seem to be very confident, there are some underlying shyness there or non-assertiveness.
Right.
Yeah, where,
plus
if I go up to him and just, grab his beard and put him in my tits, but that's him.
Right.
I would never walk up to anybody, even if I knew them,
and do the same
thing.
Sure.
Well, plus the other thing is like, I'm always acutely aware of how big I am.
Okay.
And in vanilla life, shit can come off as really creepy because of how big I am, and I can but in the lifestyle, it's not the same, and I try to. It's tough
hard to balance.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out which is which.
I gotcha.
Like it's,
He's just a big Pooh Bear.
We're not telling that story.
Oh, we are so telling that story.
He said, "This is my hard line.
Yeah.
I will not cross it."
My Pooh Bear story stays between us.
That's in the
hard
fall
limit.
phase.
Yeah.
I do think what I enjoy a lot, is that everybody isn't after the same experience.
Right. Yeah.
Ultimately, play is wonderful, play is fun, but some people come to these events and have no intention to.
Right.
They just want to be a part of that atmosphere, feeling sexy, sex positive.
Someone actually
discussions.
asked in another group, "What's the difference between lifestyle and swingers?" And swingers are like, "Here's a key party. Whoever's key you pick, you're doing it one way or the other."
Right.
For lifestyle, people just go to the party and have a good time. And
Yeah.
if you hook up, you hook up. If you don't, you don't.
Yes.
Right.
You go
Going
have fun
to a
with it, you get drunk
venue-
with your friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Going to a venue with people that are like-minded, it relieves if we go to a friend's house that are our vanilla friends.
Yes.
We always have to curb our conversation because they pick up on certain cues.
Yeah.
Like when you were like, "Yeah, me and this other girl pulled down his pants and she started doing something," and my vanilla friends were like, "Whoa."
Wait, what?
That could be any party with me. Not just necessarily an LS party.
What kind of parties do you
I
go
mean,
to,
when I
man?
first met some of your family members, it was, I got to see a lot there.
I took her to a tailgate, and some of my quote-unquote uncles were rather raunchy.
Okay.
I like this one. You want to come into the urinal with me?
So romantic.
So
I
sexy.
know.
So yeah,
Did they just change the blue water?
It wasn't even that. It was a tanning booth with a bucket.
Listen, if I can't get a urinal cake in my mouth, I'm not down for that.
Exactly. That's my hard limit right there. But we go to these not only to see our friends, but it's just relaxing for us to be able to not have to curb our
Yes.
Sure.
thought process or,
it's
have
weird,
any inhibitions.
We have these wonderful pictures we took at the New Year's Eve party, and I feel like I can't show them to my friends because in the corner it says "Secret Desires Raw Photography."
Right.
Oh, and my boobs are out.
Yes.
I mean,
Wow.
I thought that happened.
actually
Secret
sent that to
desires was the problem. Right. You're
a
not
little
hearing it.
watermark and my boobs are out. That's why you can't show your friends.
That's why I'm smiling so much in the pictures. My little bow
Look at my eyes
bow
up
tie
here.
spinning around.
I do find myself, now that we've been in the lifestyle for a little while, really paying attention to what picture I'm starting to send to people.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, how'd that video get there?
Yeah, she still has to teach me how to do private folders.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to do
Everything's just
secure
interspersed, so my mom scrolled. She'd be in for quite a fucking surprise.
I handed him my phone the other night when we were out with some vanilla friends. I'm like, don't scroll.
Right.
Show him that picture and that. That's it.
Don't let them swipe with their thumb.
Exactly.
When I was
you
showing
hold the
somebody
phone.
at work a picture, and they got my phone in their hand, or I got my phone and they take it, and then I see the thumb start swiping.
Yeah.
Like, hey, if you go about 4 more to the right, you're gonna find
We're
out a
gonna be
lot
on
of
a
shit you don't
different
want to know about,
relationship here.
and I don't want to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Just be aware.
Yeah. You might like it, you might not.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna see some shit.
Yes.
Right. But like, you're talking to another swinger, you just hand him your phone, like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, right here.
Look at this
Have
code
it.
Code is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Can you believe this one?
That is such a
All
weird.
of a sudden, it's the Zoom.
For sure.
That is such a weird dynamic at these parties. Though it's like everyone's seen everyone naked, and they're like,
Yeah.
even not from play, just from stupid shit we post on the internet.
Sometimes,
Getting out of the hot tub.
It knocks
or getting off
modesty
the elevator.
Right out. Amen.
Yeah.
Modesty's out the window then, and you don't have to worry about all those
Right.
weird social constructs that come with it.
Exactly.
Right.
I've seen your dick. Chill out. Everything's fine.
We're
You
cool.
put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. You
No.
want to swing that thing around like a helicopter? Yeah.
I support you
Triple
wholeheartedly.
H.
Just don't touch me and look in the eye.
No.
Yeah. Don't eat a banana in front of me.
That was the first time we left our Pittsburgh friend's house, and the gentleman gave me a hug while he was buck naked. I was like, this is something.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember.
This is our
Here we
life.
are, yeah.
I
I was
was
sitting down while he was doing this.
I was definitely guilty of walking by a male couple that was with us and just slapping his bare ass when I walked by.
Good game.
Yeah, I said that shit too. Good
He
game.
really did.
Well, he's blocking my clothes.
He wasn't a fucking liar.
At the last SD party, I was in the smoking section, and a gentleman we all know came out of a room buck naked. I just looked at him, high-fived him, and he walked out the hallway.
Well, it was less uncomfortable because I was naked too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're in the same setting.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're like the Greeks.
It's the complete opposite. Sometimes it's like, okay, so the weird ones are the people that have their clothes on.
Yeah, full hoodie, full
Yeah,
jacket.
it's
Like, they delivering food?
yeah, exactly.
They hear to audit us. Like,
That is the best one. It's like 11 o'clock. You just got done doing what you're doing. Like, I got to have a cigarette. My tank top's twisted over. I got one sock on and walking. Hey,
No judgment.
good to see you.
Yeah.
Flip flop and a tennis shoe.
No walk. Yeah, exactly.
I don't even own flip flops.
there's a bed sheet tied to your ankle, just dragging through the
Usually,
hotel.
like one of his legs or pant legs is up, like he's a gangster.
Oh yeah.
My 2 favorite games: Where's My Shit and Whose Shit Is This?
Yeah. Exactly. What's this? Did we get this? I don't remember. I'm
Oh,
not.
babe, I love this. Were you wearing this last night? Like, no, I don't know whose that is. Oh.
Did we both bring blindfolds?
Huh.
That's so thoughtful.
Why do I have these handcuffs on me?
What the fuck? I got to check.
I did. I walked around with handcuffs last time.
Anybody know?
But
That
now
was
you
after I
know.
passed out.
I don't know. I had like the Velcro ones. I don't know who put them on me.
Did you
Things
get
you
away?
want to hear your
Or
girlfriend
night.
say. Oh, who the fuck put it on me?
I just went with it.
When in Rome.
Yeah, exactly.
we go with the flow to a fault.
What's that? What happens in Ohio stays in Ohio mostly.
Yes.
Right.
Somebody go on your friend's podcast.
So, why don't you guys let us know where you're going to be next?
Next up for us will be Secret Desires, the Mardi Gras party.
Yes.
We're super excited. We're booked for the Mardi Gras party as well.
Nice.
So, we're definitely looking forward to that.
Outfits are in.
Yeah. Well,
Hers are, mine aren't.
We have to find yours. He won't wear what I want him to wear.
Which one do you want me to wear?
There's time.
Mermaid?
Which one?
That one, that purple thing
Oh,
that holds your cock and balls.
no.
And the...
It's literally just a G-string with your dick hanging out.
It's not even the only thing holding it up is your dick.
I'm good. I like pants.
I don't mind pants in the winter in Ohio.
imagination.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to be in the smoke tank.
Although,
You're wearing pants out there.
We are going to the SD Hoedown, which will be the next month.
The following
month. And my costume will be Squirrely Dan from Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mine will not.
We bought the same outfit, but we didn't want to match.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be something different.
So I'm going to be insufferable asking people, you had attentions made to your butthole.
Well, with the popularity of SD, booking ahead of time is extremely important because we were well over a month when we called to make reservations and there was 2 rooms left that day. So
the owners announce it in the chat before they release it publicly, and you have to call in within like 24 hours.
I was literally on, not hold, but it was busy for like 45 minutes before I got to make mine. Now we actually book as soon as we check out.
We also take the precaution of setting reservations at another hotel just in case.
And there's a couple overflows, I think, aren't there?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, last I heard, I think the waiting list was like 11 or 12 deep already for this.
Yeah, for the actual hotel, and then I believe...
I thought the overflow would have been sold out too.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I have a strange feeling this is going to be a shit show of a party, and I can't wait.
Listen,
I can't
I mean that in the best way.
Yes.
Like, I don't mean like poorly run or anything like that. I think it's just going to be a very drunken, sexy, good time.
Yeah, the
We'll
owners
be
of
bringing
SD
rum.
definitely keep running tight shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
I don't think they have much tolerance for bullshit.
Which
At
I
all.
will absolutely fucking love.
Yeah, it's nice to go to a drama-free zone.
Yes.
I hate
she's
drama.
a wonderful person, but gives me the don't fuck with me approach.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
definitely.
Like, have fun, do your thing, be respectful, but you cross that line a little bit, we're going to correct it, and then if it doesn't straighten out, you're just not coming back.
I mean,
you're not our people.
we know of some people who aren't welcome back for very good reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on that list.
No.
I do appreciate they're open-minded enough to, say, come on in, have a great time, but, and that kind of goes with, like, why I talk about my first event, because I've seen some people that it's their first event, they overindulge, they don't act like themselves, and get themselves in a situation where they may not be asked to come back, and it's like, that's unfortunate because it's actually a very nice person.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't get handsy when I get drunk, I get sleepy. In fact, I'm very anti-handsy when I'm drunk.
Well, your ability to handle alcohol is definitely respectable. You know what I mean?
You're an animal.
Person being a monster
I mean
owns a
that
brewery.
in the most complimentary kind of a way. Like,
Thank you.
Right.
I've never seen anyone put down alcohol and be able to walk away and be perfectly fine.
I was sober as a bird last night.
Yeah, so was I.
You actually weren't.
It's just nice to be able to enjoy libations and not worry about like
exactly.
because you see that pendulum swing on some people where it's
You
like
see
we're having a
the
great
eyes.
time and then
The eyes just get wide, a little glassy, and it's like, oh shit.
Or in your case, you get a little lazy.
I get a lazy eye. It's time for me to go to bed.
Sure.
When he looks at me and I'm not sure exactly who he's looking at.
Oh, then the time is nigh.
Yeah.
Sure.
Last night she kept doing checks on me. She said, look at me. I'm like,
we know our limits, so
Right.
I know what I can drink to stay sober for the rest of the night and what not to drink. So,
Smart.
because I want to enjoy every minute, I don't want to forget anything. And
Right.
if you go and get blitzed, there's going to be things that you miss that are memories. So.
I shared my little secret. I do switch to Pepsi.
Yeah,
in
and I do that.
middle
I
of the
switch
night.
to water.
I just
Yeah,
go hard in the paint.
yeah,
Remind me.
yeah.
I see you.
You and Ron are lining up here.
We actually
she said,
try to
feed me
outdrink
water.
one
I'm like,
another.
I don't want it. Get the water away from me.
I'm not a mermaid.
I usually can drink him under the table with liquor.
Liquor, she can drink me under the table.
Yeah.
Beers, not
No.
even close.
No.
We have videos to prove it.
I can outbeer him,
Yeah, that's true. She
100%.
can't out
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
but I can't liquor at all.
Yeah,
0%.
I can liquor. No, we know. Like his beer, the alcohol percentage is.
Yeah,
it's not like you're
it's not
drinking a
Coors Light.
PBR.
Right.
Yeah, our stuff average is, I'd say, like 8 to 9%.
that's-
Average.
Well, and it's so good. I mean, when you get a beer that tastes like Fruit Loops,
Oh my god. Yeah.
it goes down smooth.
We actually
And
we have a beer where the beer itself weighs like 1,000 pounds. We have like 700 pounds of raspberries going into it.
Yeah,
Really?
it's a new raspberry sour.
Yeah.
Are you going to be bringing some of those to the
Always
next event?
will.
Yeah.
Because I got to enjoy some of your brewery concoctions. I don't know, is that proper?
That's a good term. I like
Yeah.
it.
And I thought they were excellent.
The rum's fun.
And
Yeah.
I
The
don't
rum.
drink.
Oh my
I
God.
don't drink liquor, and I don't drink rum.
I don't drink rum either, but I will drink anything
It is
from.
so good.
Should I give him a shout out? The distillery?
Yeah.
Sure, that's up to you.
Maggie's Farm in Pittsburgh. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great people, great booze, great location.
Apparently, you can get it here in Ohio somewhere.
Probably at the.
I would just
liquor
look on their
store.
website.
Yeah, I would just look on their website. I'm sure they ship over to Ohio. They ship
Yeah.
a bunch of places, but well worth it.
Yeah.
Well, we sent you guys a picture of us drinking it last weekend when we found out. Like, oh man, this is so good. Where'd it come from?
Yep.
And they told us, so I had to take a picture. Like, hey, I'm getting into your shit right now.
It's so good.
It's always the
Yeah.
rum.
Always the rum. And they have so many. Like they have a coffee one that's really good.
They have a
and
pineapple one. You
a
really
pineapple one,
Yeah,
which I
pineapple.
actually they make a painkiller out of it, which is orange juice, the pineapple
coconut
run,
milk.
coconut
I had
milk.
some of that last night.
Yeah.
The milk threw me off.
Like. It's a little
Yeah,
creamy,
It's
it's-
still good though.
It's kind of tastes like a alcoholic Dole Whip.
Yeah, you need to ice it. You need to shaved ice in it to make it like a.
They put it in a blender and
I was
add
gonna say,
mag.
if you could
Yeah.
blend it and freeze it.
Yep.
I'd feel different about
It
it.
tastes way different that way. It tastes almost like a daiquiri. Yeah,
It's good.
but it's
Right, and I think that's another thing that may get people into trouble. Like, you got the Hawaiian Punch and Run coming around. You got
the Jello
these
shots.
bottles of rum. You got bourbon.
Disguise
What is it with
Yeah.
the lifestyle and moonshine?
I don't know.
I'm not sad about
person.
it.
No, neither am I. It's like every third person makes moonshine.
I
And they bring it to the
typically-
parties, and you wonder why.
I turn it down every time. It's too much for me.
It depends. I will turn it down from some people,
Last night that White Lightning. Whew,
but
whew.
Well, that's about 150 proof.
yeah. I mean,
Don't
when he
fuck
lit
around.
it, when he lit it on fire, and I was like, yeah, I think
But he
I'm
actually
gonna
did the
back
proof
off.
test on it.
I did actually get quite an education from the gentleman that was actually using the still
Yeah.
and the other gentleman that was learning from the still because I don't know a whole lot about it. So I'm kind of naive and I'm very inquisitive. I would ask you
Yeah.
about your processes and I learned about the different types of mash to make and because I'm very involved in agriculture, I'm very associated with the grains. So it's like, hey, I understand it could be corn, wheat I presume is another one. What else is there? I'm just very curious, but the knowledge
Well,
that
hops
gets
is
shared
great.
too
Grain,
is pretty
yeah.
cool. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
awesome because you're bringing a lot of professional people together.
Yeah.
And I get an opportunity to tap into that a little bit.
Yeah.
And what did I ask you last night about the rate of fusion of the molecules? And
Then you said it depends on something. I can't remember what you
So it
said.
depends if it goes, how's it going in and how it's coming out.
it was phenomenal. But it's always a pleasure to get to meet different people from different walks of life because
So
like I
many
said,
different people. Like, it's
I'm
amazing.
just so interested in people.
Yeah,
I
and
love
there's
a good
not
life
like
story.
you can't fit any of us into a box. Like there's no like
right.
these people are all lifestyle because they do A, B, or C. Like
Right.
it's. I mean, you got a brewer, you got a biologist, you got an agriculture guy, you got a photographer. I mean, and I mean that's just us four.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, people,
Machinists,
Shit.
truck drivers.
Exactly.
salesmen. I mean, it's,
There's
Firefighter.
law enforcement.
yeah.
Which is wild.
That's why my butthole puckers up.
Yeah, a little bit like, I don't know, is this a setup? I don't know, your wife's naked, so I'm going to say it's okay.
Are we on cops?
We're sending this guy out first to talk
Yeah.
to everybody.
We have
But
fun.
One of the things that I liked about Rocco, first off, is the brewery aspect of his life.
Sure.
Because just the
It's free beer. I mean,
Well, it's free beer, yes. And I got to work there for a little bit as a bartender, so I got to know the business, but the whole chemistry behind making the beer.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
what appeals to me.
that's what appeals to me,
Yeah,
too, is the
yeah.
scientific process
Exactly.
of it.
Well, so one of my brewers is actually a trained nuclear engineer. That's
Okay.
that's his.
Background.
Yeah, he was on a sub and did all that work for a nuclear
Oh,
plant.
that's awesome.
And then he brewed for some really, really, really big name breweries, and I don't know how the hell we were lucky enough to
And
get them
some
on our
very
team.
big festivals winning awards.
Yeah,
and
winning
everything.
awards at very big festivals. If you say his name in Colorado, people know who he
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Okay.
And it's amazing. And it's fun watching those two talk because they're both science nerds. So they'll sit there and talk about
And Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Plus, he's a little asshole, which I fucking love.
I do love a good smart ass.
such a
I
dick.
really
He's
do.
very easy on the eyes, too.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm coming for you, little Scotsman. I know where you live.
For you.
It's amazing. That everyone that meets him is like, I really love him. He's such a nice guy.
Right.
He's
I'm like,
such a
he's
nice
such a
guy.
dickbag. What the fuck?
It's beautiful, and his hair smells like cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Love that. So we're definitely looking forward to hanging out with you guys some more.
Yes.
You know, just developing our friendships all throughout it. Yeah, I get to meet amazing people like yourselves, and
Vice
you know,
versa.
come on over to the house and feed you and have a great time together. So
Yeah, we
you know,
appreciate it.
Absolutely. We can't wait to have you guys in Pittsburgh. Take
Yes.
you to the breweries,
Oh,
get you all
gosh.
funked up. It'll be a
Next
good time.
vacation.
for
We're
sure.
doing it.
I mean, we love to travel, so you know, don't call our bullshit. We'll show up. Silver Fox is always show up.
Oh, yeah. I can cook you guys dinner. Yeah.
We can go to the club where it's,
No.
quick story about the club.
Okay.
So we were in the VIP room because no one had it. So like, if no one has the VIP room, you can just kind of take it over.
Sure.
I thought there was a two-way mirror in there.
There's
It
not.
wasn't two. It's just a glass window. So there was a gentleman who.
A little bit of an exhibitionist. You didn't
No,
know.
so there was a gentleman out there with this young girl, and like
We were all watching because we
Far-
thought she was
far be
a
it
little
from
too young.
yeah, far be it from me to say he paid this woman to come with her.
Okay.
I think he paid this woman to come with her. And like,
Which happens. Which totally happens
Sure.
at clubs.
Whatever.
She's all up on like she has a professional background, you can tell.
Okay.
And she is all over this guy, and he's like Ricky Bobby and doesn't know where to put his hands. And he just has his hands up. And me being the asshole I am, I'm pointing through the window and laughing like, oh, this motherfucker!
And I'm like, babe, he can see you.
And I was like, fuck it. I was wondering why like all the girls in the VIP were just like sticking their heads up, and it was like little meerkats with just their eyes above the thing. And I was standing there, what a fucking asshole!
What's he doing with his hand?
Yeah. Put him on. He's like, slap her.
And
Slap her.
actually another odd story about that club. The owners of it, I went to grade school and high school with their children.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
found that out the hard way.
Awkward.
So that was
went to-
technically your first crossover.
Yeah, I went up and introduced myself, and the dad was like, I don't really remember you, but I bet my wife does. I was
Oh
like,
no.
And we had our first crossover at the last SD event.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
we heard about it on the,
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Perfectly
There,
fine.
yeah. He
Perfectly
had one
fine.
the other day.
In the SD group on Facebook, I saw someone liked my picture that I'm friends with in the bourbon and cigar world. And I was like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah,
Great.
that's-
Right.
That should be a great conversation
That
next
wasn't
time I
for you,
see him.
I actually think crossovers are kind of interesting because, you never know.
Well, yeah, we also
Yeah.
had another interesting crossover I won't go too far into, but with our friends.
Yeah,
It was,
but you can't do anything with that.
no, I know. Not that everyone, they've been friends of mine for like a decade
Yeah.
before any of this, so I wouldn't, but.
Never say never.
Yeah.
It was just interesting the way things happened there. And now we're going to go to a strip club with them, and it's going to be great. It's called the Tennyson, where apparently they give you like a steak dinner while you watch 50-year-olds dance.
Oh yeah. I'm into that.
It's supposed to be an absolute
I don't
mess.
wanna
I
eat.
can't wait.
I love steak.
Rule number 4: always be escalating.
Yes. Yes. There's always a one-up.
We definitely do that quite often.
Yeah. I want to take him. He's never been to Hamburger Mary's, and we had one in Denver.
So good.
And
Oh my God.
I want to take him to that.
Yeah, I'd love to go there.
We can't say enough wonderful things.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Ours had like duck pin bowling in it and everything, and and then they had drag shows, and then that's the first time. So I have this idea for his brewery, instead of opening a karaoke stage, we should have a lip sync stage and have all the props and stuff instead of that.
Okay,
And I
okay.
learned that from the drag because that's all they do sometimes.
Yeah, because we stayed for, 3 shows or
we
something
couldn't
like
help
that? And,
Yeah.
the food was phenomenal.
Shit.
Like,
See,
really
and I'll eat at
surprised.
one of those. I will not eat at a strip club.
Well, and I thought, $18 for a hamburger seems out of this world.
Yeah.
But by the time I get
Those
it, I
things,
thought,
yeah.
is this enough? Are they charging me?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Correctly?
money.
Sure.
Yeah, you would
Let's
love
go,
it.
baby. Set it up. I'm down.
Okay.
But,
You know they'll love
Well,
me, too.
phenomenal.
Make a day of it.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
What's
Oh,
nice
they
about
will love
Toledo
you.
is
They will
that
absolutely adore me.
Toledo, it's out on the river. So,
Oh, shit.
Oh,
it
nice.
oversees the
Yeah.
Maumee River back there.
That's one thing
It's
I
got
don't
the
like
grass
about.
front
We have all
the
these rivers in Pittsburgh. There's not shit on the river. Like no restaurants.
Kelly's Island is there.
No, Kelly's Island.
Yeah, that's one.
Fuck's at Kelly's Island.
It's a
Lake Erie
restaurant.
that I know of.
Yeah. There's another one. It's right on
It's like,
the.
who the fuck is Kelly?
I don't know.
Let me introduce you to her island.
Can you show me their profile?
Yeah. There's a couple of places, but they're not like.
Yeah, it seems like all the other cities have done so much better on their waterfront than we have. We still have
Yeah.
like steel mills there that don't work and
Oh, sure.
stupid
Well, it's
shit.
in Maine. I mean,
Just an observation.
it's a good one.
Yeah, we got the Promenade
Did you almost
Park.
boop her just now?
No, I was trying
That
to-
finger was coming.
But yeah, so if you ever had an opportunity to eat out there, it's a wonderful setting at Hamburger Mary's. Wonderful food, wonderful people. The shows were great.
Our drag queens are fire.
Really.
Yeah, very
We loved the ones at Denver, so.
I'm excited to go. Set it up, babe. They're my calendar keeper, you know that.
That's what we'll do on my vacation. We'll come down and
There you
find
go.
a drag thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty of shit in Pittsburgh. I should know some of the bars we could go to.
If I make it out of the brewery,
Yeah.
drag show.
I will make it.
Oh, we'll take you to the brewery and to the tap room.
Yeah, and.
The
to
brewery
tap room.
is a garage.
Yeah.
Oh,
An FDA approved garage, I might add.
But we should
But a
also
garage
take him
nonetheless.
to not only yours, but like Dancing
Dancing
Gnome
Gnome,
and Hop
yeah.
Farm. And
Yeah. So the nice thing about being in the industry I'm in is I now know the owners of every bar,
Everything,
every
yeah.
brewery in Pittsburgh. It's just so
Sure.
much fun to go there and
Yeah.
like they come up and give you a hug like, oh, you're gonna
Yeah,
try this?
yeah.
Coming to back. We're going to Tanks.
In any industry, I love the mentality where everybody comes to the table and eats.
Yep.
Not like dog eat dog, cutthroat.
Right.
Like,
I mean, they're all part of the same
one of
community.
my,
They
one
all
of my
have the
best
same
one of my best friends in the
goals.
industry has a brewery that is. I mean, DG's what? 20 times bigger than we are,
Yeah.
30 times bigger than we are. And he treats me like an equal.
sure,
Yeah.
In fact, the day my wife left me, he came over to my house and drank with me all night.
that's a friend.
Well, and Elon Musk, he said something along the lines of instead of baby showers, we should throw business showers when
Right.
business is open, and everybody, help bring their resources to that
Right,
business to help it
exactly.
succeed because
Yeah.
everybody succeeding together is awesome. So I love that mentality.
Oh,
so that's really
absolutely.
awesome to hear that that's.
Well,
taking
they're all
place.
part of the same goal. They
Right.
want their business to grow, and they collab a lot because
Yeah, we
of
do a
that.
lot of work with other breweries, and if I need a bag of grain, I make a phone call and someone comes like, yeah, I got 10 bags, come grab one.
Oh,
Sure.
that's
It's,
awesome.
it's
Yeah.
nice to have that.
Yeah.
A lot of other industries are not like that at all.
You guys find that your weekends book real fast being in the lifestyle?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. I mean, we like to try to spend as much time with our vanilla friends.
So I'm in a unique situation that my 3 best friends all live within a quarter mile of me, and my
Okay.
little brother's within a half mile.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And before Tink, I spent pretty much all my time with these guys. And then once I got separated, they gave me a little space because they knew I was drinking too much whiskey and being a dipshit. And so now it's like just important that I spend time with them because I don't want to
Yeah.
lose them because of the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then most of my friends were already in the lifestyle, so that's, we try to balance it.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically 2
And
weekends.
with family, too. I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, it's weird because, I always try to do 2 weekends lifestyle, 2 weekends not. But on the not weekends, we hang out sometimes with our friends that are in the lifestyle
Yeah.
and just in a
Right.
vanilla way.
yeah.
Sure.
And then we always make sure that we spend time together. I mean, even though we both work at home and we're constantly, we're not together.
That's
Yeah.
not, like,
Right.
Yeah.
Or about typing on the
together.
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
we definitely like that reconnection
Yeah.
after events.
I mean, if it's just sitting on the couch watching TV or.
Well, that's why I like when we go on the weekends, when we go out and do a little shopping in the morning and go
Right.
out to lunch or something. It's nice. It's
just laying on the couch in your sweats together.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, and we're
bullshitting
getting a
on
new
the-
couch
I can't wait
soon.
for that.
Yeah. And then you guys, memories are popping in. Like, oh my God, do you remember this?
that thing?
Like, oh yeah, shit,
Yeah.
yeah, that was awesome.
Or we'll be watching, we just rewatched all of West Wing. And
Nice.
there's like a couple things that came on, and I'm like, pause that. I remember that thing that happened at that, you know.
Right.
And
Can
speaking
you
of which,
believe that?
West Lane's where I got the name the Jackal. That's
Yes.
what I was going to use. The Jackal.
But what's awesome is it's not all about play. The memories that you're
Right.
sharing.
No.
You know, like
Actually, most of my memories aren't
discussed,
about playing. They're about
you know,
stupid
meeting
shit.
you guys. You know, immediately after Secret Desires, I was like, man, I really like that Rocco guy. Tink's pretty fucking awesome. You know, because we had some interaction in MeWe prior to the event,
Yeah.
but it was like connecting with you in person. Like I could figure out you were funny as hell, you know, in MeWe, but like I wanted to experience that as a human.
Well,
like,
yeah.
man, I need to be there in person.
Well, and you
and
need
see
that
if this is
connection too. It's
Yeah.
like
Right.
you can like meeting someone online. You know, you can talk and talk and talk and talk,
Yep.
and they can
Right.
spark your interest. But until
then
you
person-
connect personally,
Yeah.
Are you that quick?
are you
that
really?
clever?
Was this your
Yeah.
mom typing this? You know,
Right, exactly.
Do you have a
Exactly.
ghostwriter?
Yeah.
You told my secrets.
Did you hire a ghost?
Shout out, love you, mom.
That's my mom.
I let my wife text all the women that way I don't fuck up. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's actually one of the things we tried at the beginning, and it really didn't work out. Where we had, if we were texting or chatting with anyone, we had to be in this like a 4-person group or a 3-person group.
Yeah.
That kind of went by the wayside for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, we like a lot of one-on-one. You know, it kind of helps get out of that shell and then go back to the group
well,
chat. or
it
whatever.
always happens. We'll start the group, the group chat with the couple,
Right.
and then
It'll splinter off.
and then
Yeah.
we'll both have our
Sure.
separates, with the man and the wife,
Yeah.
and then we'll just and it's all open communication. I mean, he can go on my phone and read any of mine,
Yeah,
and
same.
Yeah,
so
we
we
share
don't
our
hide.
actions
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yep.
You know, our private.
And sometimes
text.
oh my god, look at this.
You see what she sent me?
Yeah.
She must really like me.
or somebody's just got their phone in front of them and you hear, holy shit.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, what'd you get? You know.
Well, and it's funny because we're in the same rooms together, but then
No, what's funny is most of the women I talk to, you're in a chat group with all of them.
I
already.
am,
There's
yes.
a ladies group with 4 of them, and I talk to 2 out of 3 of them.
it's only because we shop on Shein.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we want to make sure that we're not buying the same outfits and all that
Ah,
stuff,
that's
and
smart.
so
Yeah.
and so we don't want who wore it better, kind
Yeah.
of thing happening, and so
Right.
and then it goes
Smart.
into talking about our significant others and
How wonderful we are.
Yes,
How we're the
always.
greatest thing since
Yeah,
sliced bread.
always. Yeah.
So we can find you guys on SLS.
Yeah.
We're on
Yep.
MeWe as well. And
And at the party in February.
Yep.
you can meet at the party.
And
in
March
February.
or April.
And, yeah,
We're not-
we're booked all the way out to April.
If you're not there, you're probably square.
So these are definitely 2 wonderful people we've met in the lifestyle, and we just want to share some amazing people that we have experiences with on our new segment, Between Two Pineapples.
I love that.
And
That's such a
thank
good
you
man.
too for popping our interview chair. I found you both to be very considerate and
we get a medal?
gentle.
Thanks for traveling on your way and having,
no.
letting us feed you. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
This is great.
Always have a great time with you guys. Thank you
Same,
so much.
same.
You can't say enough good stuff about you today.
Oh shit. All right, continue.
Let's keep this segment going.
Tell me more about what you think.
So for now, I guess we'll see you in February, guys.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, looking
Can't wait.
forward.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Then it goes to 8 countries around the world.
Isn't that wild? We're absolutely
We're gonna
wild,
pick up like
guys.
4 or 5 more with you guys.
Oh.
Come on, Turkmenistan.
We can
That should be the outtake. You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're so pretty,
Oh, my baby.
but different.
Yeah,
I think.
a little bit. Yeah. Skeet skeet.
No. You haven't lived until you see a bunch of 40-somethings going, oh, skeet, skeet, motherfucker.
Oh man, something else could still drop.
No, I already know who you are.
I'm thinking about 2 in particular last night that are fucking
Yes,
shaking
sir.
that ass.
Arch nemesis. Don't do it.
But
Not
okay.
today.
Not today.
For another day.